Hello everyone and welcome to the monthly generic card reading for the full moon. This is another episode of It's Full Moon and I was in the mood. As usual, I bring you a generic card reading. This full moon taking place in March the 18th is a full moon in Virgo. So your feeling of safety, order, clarity might be a bit more prominent in your daily life. Need to organize, health, all of those things might pop to mind during this full moon. So as usual, I got 3 piles. You need to select one of the 3 piles, the one that you feel most drawn to, and then head to the timestamp for the reading. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And let's see what this full moon has got in store for you and for the duration until the next full moon comes. Amazing. Let's have a peek. Hello to you who have selected pile number 1. So let's go ahead and see what other cards have got in store for you for this full moon in Virgo on the 18th of March and the next cycle following that day. So of course, this is a generic card reading as usual, so take it with a pinch of salt. And let's go ahead. See what cards they've got for you. Alright, so we've got the 10 of coins, the Hermit, and the 3 of swords. Just going to pull 3 more cards because that's what I'm feeling at the moment. Hope you can all see them very well. So we've got the 6 of coins. Okay, interesting. 5 of wands and the page of cups. Alright, so what I'm sensing is that there's a lot of need for basically the core of everything at the moment. There's this need of kind of trying to make sure that you've got everything organized in terms of finance, so that you've got, you know, your pot topped up with extra money for whatever reason, or that you are prepared for whatever eventuality might come. And at that same time, it seems like this is going to give you the emotional stability that you require in order to thrive and do other things, just as emerging yourself as a new, emotionally more balanced being, because you are bringing new things to your life, because you were able to have that security that you wanted to have. I also see that there's a bit of the need as well, maybe a bit further down as the days go by as well. The way you project yourself is you're trying to combine all parts of you as a human being and showcase that to the world. So it's no longer you in the workplace, you as, you know, as a daughter, you as this, or as a son, or whatever, you as this. So you are trying to kind of merge it all and pass that information. Yes, of course, you'll put a hat when you are doing a task that's more centralized into one specific thing or environment, but you are trying to kind of merge yourself and kind of combine all of those things and project yourself in that sense, in that way, if that makes sense. And that is coming because you felt that you were able to kind of put a bit more structure into the outstanding things that you had to, and it does seem that it comes very much from a financial perspective, that you kind of feel more secure, and this will allow you to kind of go through a bit of a rebirth here. You're going to go through a process where you will emerge. This emerging is pretty much driven by the heart. There's a strong emotion there that I cannot exactly be more specific about it from what I can sense, but there's that need, and it's also the fact that you are in a moment where it's really looking as if there's like the puzzle's not matching, you know, the pieces are not all together, and that creates a bit of conflict internally, emotionally, and that's why you feel the need that there needs to be that ground stability, financial stability, in order for you to be able to merge yourself, all the different parts of yourself, and project that into the world and emerge yourself as new. So basically, in a nutshell, that's what this is kind of bringing to you. Perhaps as well some moment where you will be a bit more closed within yourself, even though you will try to project yourself as being the all of your parts merged, but at the same time you'll be closed up in yourself because you will try to understand more of yourself and what your body needs, what you truly need, and really be in tune with that and then respond accordingly. Just going to pull a card for guidance to see what comes up here, but this is pretty much what the cards have got in store for you at this moment in time for the full moon. Take a card. I'm going to take this one. Yes, so we've got the Nine of Swords. Yes, it's then again, you will start either creating boundaries, expressing yourself differently. You will have way much more power and feel that you've got a lot more power on the way you project yourself into the world. And that can be you know, because you've merged all those parts and you're trying to merge, and this is what life is. So because you are so much, you need to take into consideration all the parts that you are as a human being, and you need to meet the needs of all those parts as a human being and as a spiritual being living here and now. And that's really truly what you should be aiming, because that's the guidance card that you've got here. So go for it, and I'm sure in the next full moon you will feel perhaps more balance, and that you were able to start, you know, that completion of merging all parts of yourself. And that is all for you who have selected pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I wish you a very happy full moon in Virgo. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next full moon. Hello to you who have selected pile number 2. So let's go ahead and do the generic card reading for you. Like I said, it is a generic card reading, so do take it with a pinch of salt. And it's going to be a card reading for the full moon in Virgo. Let's have a look and see what the cards have got in store for you. Just gonna mix them here a bit. There you go. Okay, so I'll take 6 cards today for you. Just going to put them here. Hopefully you can see them all. Just make sure they all fit in. Okay, so you got the Justice, you got the 9 of Coins and Death here. You also have the Sun. You've got the 4 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so over here what you've got, so you are really, basically where you're coming from is really there's really an expression of yourself, of putting yourself out there. There's really been a lot of accomplishments, it seems to me, something that has happened that was quite positive for you in your life, and at the same time you are trying to balance it all, balance everything that has come to you that might have been positive, that might have been good for your life. There's some sort of attempt of balancing it all, and also as well, did I deserve this? Did I not deserve this that came into me? That seemed to be quite positive, but then it doesn't actually seem that positive anymore. So you might have had whatever it was that happened to you that seemed quite positive, but now you're actually seeing the other side of things. So, and sometimes, you know, it's not that beautiful and flower power kind of thing everywhere. So, that's one thing. But there is, of course, the knowing that this step or whatever it is does give you a bit more of, it seems to me, more flexibility, whatever flexibility means to you. It seems that it might be financial stability, but that is bringing a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of things happening within you that are not sitting very well. There's a bit of a frenetic energy here that is not settled, it seems. But I think it will be possible to settle this frenetic energy that's kind of in you at the moment, because you know that that frenetic energy is in a way stabilizing you and it's bringing you positive things. But then there's the other side of the coin, which is, yeah, this is positive, but then it's also bringing me some stuff that I don't actually like, that I do not want. Might be, you know, might be secrets, might be things that all of a sudden came to you and you're like, seriously, now I'm stuck in this and this is happening to me, but I thought things were going to be different. And so there's always the other side of the coin, and I think that might be where you're heading, or where you already, that you might be already sensing it, to be fair. But there are, of course, options to feel more comfortable with this that you've got in your life, and kind of bring it all into a more peaceful, energetic state. And the need for self-reflection and the way you deal with things, and also ultimately actually deal with yourself in these type of situations, are actually going to be crucial. So it's really important that you actually dive into yourself and you actually reflect on the way you communicate internally. First of all, how do you communicate internally to you? How do you feel everything that's coming to you? You know, both sides of the coins. And how is it that you can rephrase it? How is it that you can communicate internally to yourself in a different way that will become more positive? So you'll, you know that there's two sides of the coins, but you choose to kind of choose what side of the coin you want. So I think that's that will be detrimental in order for you to feel more at ease, more at peace, more comfortable, more relaxed, and not as frenetic and anxious and stressed as well. I think that is probably the key to it. So I'm going to pull a card for guidance, just to add some bits here that might, that might help you. Is really like, really own your power, really own that you know that you are capable of choosing how you want to deal with this internal situation, how you want to communicate with yourself, and knowing that you are way much bigger than just this. You know, this is just a small thing in your life. You are way much wider and bigger than this. So it's really coming from that knowing that will potentially help you to kind of have a better internal communication with yourself, which will in turn make you more balanced energetically, and will make you feel more grounded and feel that you actually, you know, accomplish a lot more, and feel more positive on a daily basis, and mainly internally, that you are more at ease and at peace. So really keep strong and know in your deep core that you can do this. Because you can do this, and this is the guidance. It's really like, know that you can do it, because you can. It is possible. It is true. It will happen. So this is the generic card reading to you who have selected pile number 2. I hope you enjoy the reading, and I wish you a very happy full moon in Virgo, and I'll see you on the next full moon. Thank you very much. Hello to you who have selected pile number 3. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have got in store for you for this full moon on the 18th of March. Of course, it's a generic card reading, so do take it with a pinch of salt. Just going to Mix them a bit here, as usual. Great. So I'll pull 6 cards for you. Okay, let's see if they all fit the screen. So we've got the Judgment, Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, and we've got 8 of Cups, 2 of Wands. I've got the High Priestess, undressed and stuff. Okay, so let's dive in and have a peek in a bit more detail. So what have we got? Not how to put it. So there's a bit of the sense that emotionally there's a lot of things that you are dealing with, but I mean a whole array of things that you might be considering, a whole big lot. I mean, too much. Yep, too much. And what it seems is that it's coming into a time of literally organizing everything, in the sense that, you know, it's too much, so you're judging everything. That's why this Judgment card is here, which is judging in the sense of, okay, this is this. You know, let's not forget it's a full moon in Virgo, so organization and putting things into a very practical way are the key here. You know, very Mercury way of seeing things in you know, because Virgo, you got Mercury here on the side with Virgo. But anyway, moving along. So a lot of emotional stuff here, and you are going to try to put everything into categories. Okay, one is here, one is there, one is there. So really coming down and just really centering. Okay, I've got all of this that's going on. Okay, this is this. Really putting everything into areas, compartmentalizing, and then from there you will be, because you've got, from what I see, you've got all the tools, all the resources, all the skills you need. Okay, so you can easily do this organization, like I've mentioned, and what that will bring you, will bring you way much more centered. You will know your power, you will own your power, you will be way much focused to tackle the things how you want to tackle and when you want to tackle, and that's very important. And it seems to me that you might be going into connections with people that will bring you and open up doors to kind of get to know that person, do that partnership, you know, get that promotion, get that job, whatever it is, get that relationship, you know, get to know the person, get to know what I consider, you know, potentially the other half, whatever it is. There's that power that is possible. It's underlined, and your power will even increase if you manage to you know, get all of these things. But first, because there's so much, it's really putting into categories and categorizing. What is it that I need to tackle? What's this, what's there? You know, do a list of things that, you know, there's just so much that you're dealing with. Do a list and just organize one by one. Okay, what's the priority, what's non-priority, and take it from there, because you've got all the tools that you need in order to achieve what you want. Yeah, it's here, it's the Ace of Wands, and you do have underlying the High Priestess, so have faith that things will come. Be strong in yourself, in your core, in your power, and you know, things seem that will flow. Okay, maybe it won't be known to you if you'll get there or not, but you've got this card, which is a very strong card as well, and be in faith, in yourself, in your own power, and projecting that to the universe and cosmos and world. I'm going to pull a card for guidance. Okay, should be going to be the one. 5 of Swords. Okay, so what happens is that do not get stuck or feel bad, because sometimes the way you are, you've already categorized everything, you already have everything organized, and you are owning your power, you have got the skills and resources, you don't know where you're going, but that is bringing you, at the same time you're going with the flow and you're getting to know people, do partnerships, whatever, get know that person that you've been meaning to know for a long time, etc. But it seems that there might be a bit some conflicts, or things are not going as you wanted them to go. That's fine. Just trust, believe, have faith, and carry on just really developing on that faith, and go with the flow. All right, I'm just going to pull another card for guidance just to clarify a bit further, but it's really important that you, yes, absolutely, you do, it's basically what I was already mentioning, it only came to confirm, is really, taking your time, going with the flow. You've got your categories, pull one, pull that one, pull that one. You've got all the resources you need. Too many, that's why you were confused from the beginning anyway, from an energetic perspective, and emotional as well. So just tackle one at a time, and just keep in mind that, the way you want things to go might not resonate, the other side of how things actually flow or go in time and space, here and now. So just keep that in mind, and just keep the faith, and you'll get there. You will get there. So just keep in mind to keep the faith, and to trust in your inner self, in your own power, and also the power of the universe that will deliver things to you, because you are working and you are doing the ground work for achieving all of those things. So that is it. To you who have selected the pile number 3, this is the generic card reading for you, from an energetic perspective, of course. It is generic, like I mentioned, so do take it with a pinch of salt. And I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you a very happy full moon in Virgo this month, and I will see you in the next full moon. Thank you very much.